me some alcohol. If I ever get an email for like from LinkedIn for like, oh, this job's available, or like Indeed, the first thing I'll do is I'll Google the place name and see where the nearest crag to it is, and if there are climbing centres nearby. And if there's none, then I'm thinking, is the job worth it? Is it going to pay me enough that I can build like a home climbing gym in my house?
My name's Edwin George, I'm 23 years old and I work as a graduate structural engineer just outside of Manchester, and I live in Manchester as well.
My name's Freddie Waters, I'm 27 years old, I've been climbing for 4.5 years and I've just got a job as an activity instructor as well.
So we've been trying this route, which we've been doing for a couple of weekends now, called Goliath at Burbage South.
It's a route that was first climbed in the late 50s, just at the sort of time when the rock that's really prevalent in this area was becoming popular. And it was probably the hardest lead of its time. And yeah, it's been absolutely shutting us down for like 3 days now.
It's a really, really tough route because it's a big crack, and essentially you have to get your whole body into it and kind of like lodge it in there. Every second the crack's trying to pull you out. And
yeah, the crack is actually overhanging its base by about 1.5 meters or a meter. And so the whole time you're just trying to tense up as much as you can in the crack so that you don't fall out of it. But at the same time you have to be able to move upwards. So then as soon as you relax to move, then you start falling out.
Yeah, it's an odd one because it's steep and it's overhanging at the same time. So you're trying to fight gravity and just trying to wiggle your way up, I guess.
It's so physical. You have to try as hard as you can and you go nowhere.
So today was really wet, which is not ideal at all for climbing. Once the rock gets wet, it's slippery, you can't get friction on it, it's just pointless.
We had hoped that the route would stay dry because it's overhanging and it's sheltered in a crack, but the water was just running down inside it.
But psyched as we are, we jumped on it, and to our surprise we could actually get up quite high. Yeah, water dripping down on your face, completely soaked.
You know how your feet usually halt? Yeah. Fucking doesn't.
Most people think that climbing is sort of an extreme sport, that we've got some kind of death wish, it's dangerous, and just generally don't understand it. I don't think it's as dangerous as people expect it to be. There are ways of making it really safe. If you do it properly and you trust your gear, yeah, it's quite safe.
That's so wet.
Climbing means a lot to so many people that their entire lifestyle depends around climbing. What jobs they get, where they live, how they live.
Last year when I was actually ill for a while and the doctors told me, you can't climb until we've done whatever tests on you. The illness was obviously the worst thing, but then being told I couldn't climb was like the icing on the cake, and that made it so much worse. But then 3 months after that, having not climbed at all, I went on holiday to Mallorca with some friends, and I was dreading it because I didn't think I'd be able to climb anything. I just had a really good time initially, just being out there with them in that really like amazing place. And then I actually did start climbing on that holiday, and it was just like a huge rush and a huge relief, and it really kind of released everything that the 3 months prior to that had like built up. And I guess before that holiday I had been in a pretty dark place. It seems really weird to say that that I needed to be able to do something pointless to get out of that dark place, but yeah, for whatever reason it was really, really nice to actually discover I could still do it.
I don't see climbing as a challenge. Essentially, it's just more of a distraction from general life. It's healthy, just being outdoors. It's nice. It's varied enough that you can pick and choose what you want to do and put your effort into. And when life's just generally meh, climbing is always just like still amazing.